Hey, what's going on? It's the Flea Market Falcon here, and what I do is I soar high above the swap meet, and then I'm swooping in to scoop up the deals. Now people wonder, am I a real falcon? Maybe, or maybe it's just all in your imagination. I'll let you decide. But anyways, let's see what we can find.
I will, I'll tell you. Finally look for a box big enough.
Hey, what's going on?
What's up, James? How are you?
Good, good.
Want to take a trade?
CDs here.
Nah, not right now. I'll trade it for cash. Alright.
Big Wig, I used to listen to them. Bunch of punk stuff here and metal too.
Alright. Good luck.
Thanks.
$3 a piece for the CDs, James.
Nice. So some pretty good CDs here. Maybe I can get them a little bit cheaper than $3 each. Any sort of bulk deal on the CDs?
60 bucks.
60.
That's $2 each, and then I didn't count those.
Yeah. Didn't want to spend $60 on CDs, so I just went these two for $5. Sham 69 Volunteer. And then this one, Big Wig on Merry Melodies. Kind of coincidentally, another punk band I used to listen to, Millencolin. Their first album was also cartoon related. It was called Tiny Toons. I know that Millencolin got sued for their album cover. I'm not sure if these guys got sued for this one. And I said sued, I'm not sure if they were actually sued or not, but they definitely got a cease and desist order. Movies here. Itchy the Killer.
Got their attention down there.
And not the greatest condition, but definitely worth picking up for $1.
Hey James, this is a good one for you to paint me for.
Yeah, you slopping down on then some food there?
It's fries, chili, and ketchup.
Okay.
It's really good. But I'll tell you what, I don't use cheese. I use a bonus cup of cheese sauce. I'm trying to give it away. Do you want it?
You know what? Can you just pour some into my pockets? I don't want to take the whole container.
I know you're joking. Just take the whole container.
I don't need your cheese, but I appreciate that. Maybe someone else would like the cheese more than I would.
Okay.
I was looking at a comic book over there, and I was wondering, have you ever read comic books?
Not really.
Who do you like better, though, if you had to choose Archie or Spider-Man?
Like I said, I haven't read comics, so I have no idea.
If you just have to take a blind guess, who's cooler, Archie or Spider-Man?
I would say Spider-Man because I was into Spider-Man when I was little.
Cool, yeah, very good. That's the correct answer.
I had Spider-Man pajamas when I was 5 years old.
Nice. I had Spider-Man pajamas when I was 32. And now in here, I'm talking to the people on here. Let me try again. I'll get you. Hold on one second. Now in here, and got all this stuff here. And here's my buddy Steve. And you said I can make a bin for $10?
Yep.
You bought out someone else's booths, right?
Yep.
And all this stuff is left behind?
Yeah, pretty much.
There's a bunch of vintage hats here. It seems like someone was a Yankees fan. And for $10 for the whole bin, I'll definitely do that. Bunch of Yankees stuff. I'm not an expert on like clothing, but I do know that some like starter stuff in like new era does have collector's value. Oops, I just threw that one over there. Some of these aren't in the greatest shape, but then other ones like this one look basically brand new. And some still have the tags on them. And here's the Tampa Bay Lightning starter hat. So it's $10 and you get to make your own bin. So I'm gonna grab a bunch of stuff. And I actually think I'm gonna grab 2 bins because over here I saw there's a bunch of comics. There's like a R. Crumb comic, and then there's like a bunch of these Herman Treasury collections. Over here we got lawn darts, and these were very popular back in the day, but they're very dangerous. You throw a dart up in the air and try to get it in a ring, and you know, people were getting impaled by them. So they took them off the market, and you can't even sell these on eBay. They'll pull your auction. Okay, so I got 2 bins here.
Yeah.
And so that would be $20. And then I have these lawn darts, which are illegal to sell, So these technically aren't part of the bin deal.
Oh, they really didn't like them?
Wink, wink. They're not part of the deal. So these are thrown in for free. You're not selling me those. Yeah. So thank you.
Thank you, man.
Appreciate that. And okay, good deal there for 20 bucks. Now the lawn darts, those were just a free gift because you can't sell those legally, but there's no law about giving them away. And got some other items here. There's some Yankees sneakers, of all things. Someone was a really big Yankees fan. There's also these sneakers here, which are kind of cool. And they're 9.5, which is my size. Depending on how they fit, I might wear these. Hello.
Hey, Falcon!
What's going on?
Guess what?
What's that?
I've got a present for you.
You do?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I don't deserve presents.
I never got to watch this. I hope it plays because it's a really hard to get movie.
Sass. That looks cool.
It's like probably like
Exploitation type movie.
oh, totally and
Yeah.
stupid, the best kind.
Yeah.
And I got those 2 copies for you. My friend sent me this for his documentary, No Stopping the Stover, with George Stover.
Cool.
And my other friend sent me this, and of course I bought the Blu-ray. He spelled it wrong. It's supposed to be Popatopoulos, not Propatopoulos. Like
Popatopoulos.
in California,
Like-
to get the girls who are extras,
Yeah.
you have to pay them $50. It's called popping their top. So appear topless in the movies. 50 whole bucks.
$50.
$50.
You would pay money to be, and then have to also be topless?
Well, they pay you $50.
Oh, they
You're
pay
an
you,
extra.
okay.
You're walking around la 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 dressed as a candy striper or something, and then these
Yeah.
poor girls are like, for $50, will you pop your top? And they're like, oh, like, really, you said $50, sir?
Yeah.
And then they humiliate themselves for life. Or else they're proud and happy.
Yeah.
But this is a Jim Wynorski documentary, and I'm telling you, it's awesome. If you like Jim Wynorski films, like you like Chopping Mall,
Yeah.
he started.
I wasn't familiar with who directed that, but I do like that movie.
Well, he started doing these movies with stars for his last, which was well, he's still making them. Like, tells you how they made the witches a breastwig in 6 days.
Yeah, it sounds like a classic right there.
But these are for you.
I appreciate that so much.
Enjoy
Awesome. Thank you.
them.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I heard you like Squirm, so I was happy.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
You were-
And very nice. Got these 2 here. A documentary about an actor, George Stover, who I'm not really too familiar with, but it does seem like it would be interesting. And this one about a director, it's called Popatopoulos. And then this VHS right here looks really cool. SAS. And today at this next flea market here. Over here we got some VHS. Not the greatest condition. How much on the movies?
$1 a piece.
Nice.
Or 6 for 5.
Cool, thank you.
Alright, thank you, buddy.
So this one is bad condition. The other ones actually aren't too bad. This From Hell is on the blue VHS. I think these are really cool. Ooh. Cut box, but Alice, Sweet Alice, that's a halfway decent horror movie. And nice, he ended up giving me these 10 movies for $8. And more VHS here. We got a Porky's too. Warlock. Ooh, and here's Homps, put out on Vestron Video. I've never heard of Homps, but it's got to be a classic. Hello, how much are your movies?
2 per piece.
2 each? And those were $2 each, so I just grabbed this one here. Warlock. Now, I saw this for the first time about 6 months ago. Great movie.
50 cents today.
We got tubs today.
Yeah, I didn't have room in the van for the table.
Yeah,
This stuff was supposed to be $1. I brought it down to 50 cents because of this.
very good. I used to take tubs, but now I take showers.
Oh, I see where you're going. Corny joke.
Corny, hey!
Yeah.
And now, at this next flea market, which is right here. And now over here, a bunch of DVDs and CDs and stuff, Blu-ray. Found Ed Wood, awesome. How the West Was Won in this book style case there. Enemy Mine, still brand new. Probably worth about $18 or so, so good find there. The original The Blob and Woodstock at $99. There's also some $3 records here. I found these two. This looks like a progressive rock band. I don't know much about it, but it looks interesting. And this one looks interesting too. Seems to be a modern record. I looked it up and it's a hardcore band, Blues Snake Pit. And over here we got DVDs and a bunch of wrestling ones. Mr. Perfect, WCW, Ultimate Warrior. Now, I already own all of these. I don't think I own this one, but I don't really care too much about this one. Ooh, Wii game, Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock. Hello, how much on the DVDs?
It just depends.
Uh-huh.
$1, $2.
Yeah. There's some games and stuff. Are the games more?
Yeah, I like Guitar Hero is $5.
Uh-huh. I got all these here for $10. The Guitar Hero, that was $5. I'm surprised someone hadn't already bought this. This is like a $35 one. And some of these wrestling ones are good watches. This WCW one is really well made. And this Ultimate Warrior one is interesting. They totally trash him in this. I mean, it's obvious by the title, The Self-Destruction of the Ultimate Warrior. And then a few years later, they kind of went back on their take. They kind of embraced him more. But yes, at this point in history, WWE really did not like the Ultimate Warrior. And this Guitar Hero, I'm going to keep this for myself. There's some good groups on here. You got Black Sabbath, Dragon Force, Megadeth, Metallica and Ozzy, and Pantera, and many others as well. And today at this flea market here, I've been coming recently and buying off one guy in particular, and he's had a lot of great stuff, a lot of records and video games and DVDs. And today I got a $100 deal and some good stuff here. This group, Escape the Fate, bought a bunch of their albums. Now, I'm not really familiar with them, and I don't think it's a group I would really listen to too much. A lot of these are for resale, but all these are brand new, so had to grab these. This one I will listen to. This one looks pretty intriguing. Dog of Two Head, Status Quo. Looks to be like a prog rock group of some sorts. Also got some video games here. These were $3 each. The Spider-Man 3, Monster Jam. And I've never seen this before, this 2-pack here. Resident Evil 6 and Dead Rising 2. And some more records. I thought this one looked cute. It's Blueberry Pie vinyl. Grab that right there. And I can't show most of these, but I grabbed a bunch of these Stag Party vinyls. And they have very explicit covers, and they're definitely collectible. I don't know much about them though. They came out like way before I was born. And what I don't know is if Stag Party records were sold at normal record shops, or if you had to go to adult shops, or could you buy them at like department stores and they just had them like in brown bags or whatever. So I don't really know. And of these, the only covers I can really show, this one right here, this one, and this one, and the rest are off limits. Okay, so back at this flea market 1 week later, and they put out some new DVDs, 3 O'Clock High. Now, I was looking for this movie forever. My buddy TJ eventually tracked it down for me, but here's another copy. I went so long without ever finding this in the wild. Great movie right there. Yeah, Innocent Blood. Pretty cool vampire movie right there. I have the VHS, but here's the DVD. I'll grab that for an upgrade. This one seems rare. Jekyll and Hyde Together Again. Then, of course, classic bad movie right here, The Room. And this is a little bit valuable. These are 50 cents each, so I'm gonna grab these 4. And back at this flea market 1 week later, found a bunch of cool soundtrack stuff. and it was hard for me to get good footage because the guy was standing right next to me, but he had some good stuff. A lot of the soundtrack stuff can be pretty valuable and just really cool to find. Like, I'm pretty sure this Minority Report one is pretty hard to find.
You like soundtracks, or is it something that you...
I do like the soundtracks.
Yeah, I collected a bunch of soundtracks. Those are for my personal collection.
Oh, cool.
Unfortunately, I'm having to get rid of stuff.
Yeah. This one, Midnight Express, that is still brand new, so very hard to find right there like that. Got a bunch of Star Wars stuff. Earthquake, that one seems pretty hard to find. Shadows of the Empire, I guess that's a soundtrack of the video game. Yeah, kind of a weird item right there. Clockwork Orange, awesome. My Fair Lady's still brand new. Superman the movie. More Star Wars stuff. Planet of the Apes. Got a bunch of Back to the Future soundtracks, actually the whole trilogy. And I actually found some Back to the Future soundtracks at the Goodwill recently, so kind of a coincidence there. I found some more. Raiders of the Lost Ark, The Young Indiana Jones. Now these ones just kind of seem hard to find. And got like The Perfect Storm, 2001. Poltergeist, very cool right there, and E.T. And also got a few DVDs from a different seller, The Day the Earth Caught Fire. That one looks really cool. And this one, this is a really messed up movie, Palindromes by Todd Solondz. Very bizarre, not for everyone, but I thought this movie was pretty good the first time, and only time I saw it about 20 years ago. But that's gonna do it for this video. I do appreciate you watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, leave me a comment, and I'll see you next time around.